Well, good morning, Jeffrey Paul, with another inspiration, and I hope this inspiration catapults from yesterday. You know, so many of you were so excited and passionate about making the statement in the comments, I am the author, not the victim. That was the subject matter from yesterday. You are the author of your life, not the victim. Okay, so now all of you that came back, hundreds of you that have came back with your confirmations and your thumbs up and your proclamations, I am the author of my life. Now, as any good author knows, you need to start building your chapters. So let's start to talk about this because it's going to ramp up the staircase to the greatest year ever coming up, which is really 2017, right around the corner. But you got to understand, if you're going to be an author, you really got to do it right. And that's my goal, to help you with your living forward plan, your goal setting, your life plan, whatever you want to call it, whatever it takes to map out the authorship of living the best life ever. And that's what I want to share with you today, and I want to challenge you. You have chapters now in your book. You wrote the front cover, you know, you put your name on it, the story, the life of Judith, the life of Angela, the life of Janet, the life of Mark, by you. And you are the author. Okay, so that's a confirmation. That's a step in faith. That's really a step in faith. Knowledge then leads into the reaction or action that you need to take. But now what chapters do you play? You've got to play chapters in your life, characters of your life, the roles of your life. What are they? Are you obviously a spiritual being? Well, if you're on this program, you definitely are a spiritual being. So I want you to make the first chapter my spirit. You know, my spiritual being, my spiritual character development. Just title it, at least if nothing else. And I got this message from Michael Hyatt, who I'm going to be spending 2 days next week with in Nashville, Tennessee, in a coaching session on Life Plan. I'm bringing it all back to you. In fact, while I'm there, I'm going to probably do some interviews. I'm going to share that with you online. I'm real excited about that. So keep that in prayer, that the door's open and I can bring you some incredible revelation and knowledge. But one of the things that Michael, New York bestseller list, incredible teacher, leader, blogger, but Michael started when he began his first book. He said it was really tough. He got the title, just like you have the title of your book now and the author, but now he said he had to start taking steps towards the direction of the book. And what he did is he just made files for each chapter, just title the files for the chapters. So what are your chapters in your life? For instance, you're a spiritual being, you're a physical being. That relates to exercise and how you want to be, you know, with strength and stamina and the ability to be able to be healthy. What's another chapter? You might be a husband, a wife. What's another chapter? You might be a mother, a grandmother. You might have many other areas of the chapter. So I want you to start, and this is your challenge, to write down the chapters in your life, the roles of your life, getting ready to fill that with some powerful faith believing writing that we're going to do into the new year to really give you the ability to be the author of your life, the author of your life, the storyteller of your life the way you desire it to be, obviously with God's help. So here's what I want you to do today in your challenge of inspiration is this. You are the author. If you watched yesterday's program, you said and believed and wrote comments back to me, the hundreds of you that did, I am the author of my life. I'm not the victim. I'm the author. And I was so excited about that. But that's only one step. And one step never gets you to the end of the journey. So we have to take the second step. And now it's to write the chapters down. Define who you are. Because if it's your story, you have to define who you are. What are the roles you play? What's the career role? What's the intimate relationship roles? What are the community roles? What are the roles you play? And just title them. You don't have to go any farther. We're going to work through this over the next week or two, but just write down the roles you play. And again, I said there's the roles like your first start at the top, start at the very top, your inner being, your spirit being. Then go to your physical, because you know what? If you're broken down, you can't accomplish any goal. So you got to be sure that you're important in your story. And even if you've had a setback in your story of your life, You're going to have a rebound, a recovery, a restoration, because you're writing, by faith, your story. Now, the next thing is, once you've got all those characteristics written down, now say that with me again, written down, not up here. It fades away. All the thoughts get kind of faded away. If it's just sitting up here, write it down. Get that journal out. In fact, one of you, and I'm sorry I don't remember her name, started her journal yesterday, the first journal page. And you know what she wrote on it? I was so proud of her. She wrote down, I am the author of my story. And she signed her name. And that was her first page in her first journal that she'd ever done. So you need to get a journal if you don't already have a journal, because we're going to be working really diligently in the process of planning a life plan for all of us to have the best year ever in 2017. But it comes from having the map on how to get there. So, number one, we know who the author is. It's your life, the way you want to see it and desire it and plan it and prepare for it and get ready by faith. Number two is that you have to put the chapters down, the roles that you play. Tomorrow, we'll talk more in detail of how to inspire the one thing. Okay, I want you to write that down for me. Just right now, write that down, one thing. He's a great author, and I'll be sharing with you that he wrote a book called One Thing. And Gary Keller, who is probably, the most powerful real estate magnate in the world, wrote this book from the secrets of what he learned in life. And he learned something that I've heard over and over and over again, whether it's essentialism, whether it's any of the great teachers from decades and centuries ago, that you have to focus on one thing at a time. And I'm going to share with you a very powerful secret about the domino effect. I'm not going to tell you right now. You'll be back tomorrow. But the domino effect, when you have these chapters lined up and you have one thing that is focused on in each one of those areas, you'll begin to create a domino effect, which will cause a momentum of you moving forward through your book, through your story, through your life, and start to live your life the way you dreamed, hoped, and wished. No longer wishing. It's no longer just hopes. It's going to manifest in your real life if you follow what I'm going to be sharing with you, because it's not my instructions. It's a wonderful proverb that says, place your plans down in writing and write them down so that they're very clear and simple. And as you've written them, begin to keep them in front of your eyes so that when you get tired, when you get weary, when you become fatigued or frustrated, they will herald and cheer you on. Habakkuk, a nice Jewish name, Habakkuk 2, verse 2 through 4. Write down the things that you have planned in your life. Write down the things that you have heard in your quiet time, and you will see them manifest, but you need to focus on them. So this is just a preliminary workup of what we're going to be sharing on the next series of inspirations on how to get your life authored by you to fulfill the desires of your life that you've always wanted. Maybe when you were a little kid, you kind of dreamed laying back in the grass, like, I want to be what? What is it that you wanted to be? You can be now. You can. It's not a fairy tale. It's a reality. So all of you Cinderellas out there, and all you astronauts out there, and all those that are out there that had dreams that really have never come to manifestation, my goal is to coach you to get to that place and inspire you and empower you and give you that ability to truly know the ancient secrets, the biblical secrets of how to get there, rather than all of the victim mentality, all the series of situations that has held you back, all the mountains and barriers. We're going past that because you're writing the story. Are you ready to write the story? Are you ready to write your story? No matter what's happened in the past. Philippians 4 says, forget what's behind you now. Forget it. Completely eliminate it. And now look to where you want to go and want to be, and the desires of your heart, and then watch them happen. I hope you have a beautiful day. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts that I know that you're out there. Please share this with somebody, because it's a ramp up. It's a staircase, as I said, a staircase of faith to get you to where your life story is beginning to show the happy life and the happy ending when it comes. So until tomorrow, remember that beauty and change begins within you, and you need to go there to bring that beauty out. I'm here to coach you, inspire you, motivate, and empower you, and even teach you how to take that beauty and express it in your life into the world. Have a beautiful day. It is going to be wonderful. Start writing your chapters. See you tomorrow morning.